If you want to feel things like sadness, you should look at this. Sir Garland the Gallant of House Tyrell, so the brother of King Willis the Prudent, died of the bloody flux at the age of 36. I mean, this guy, fantastic knight, fantastic warrior. People say he was even a better warrior or a better fighter than Loras Tyrell, who also was killed in an attempt to break their vows. So both him and his wife died of the bloody flux, and it looks like, I mean, he's the only one with a male son. That's crazy. He's already married to this girl from House Laygood. But yeah, if you want to feel sadness for a little while, think about the fate of Sir Garland the Gallant. So this kid is like Joffrey of the North, Lord Edarion of White Harbor, House Manderley, the son of the Lord Lamprey himself, Lord Wyman Manderley. He is a tyrant and a lunatic at the age of 10. He's also fussy and timid, which is where I get the whole, Joffrey resemblance from. All of those things kind of makes sense in the in the sense that he's a little on the crazy side, but he's also just kind of a fussy kid. So I wonder what will happen of this. But during his visit to my court, the Justiciar of White Harbor, Lord Edwald of White Knife, has really convinced me of what a benevolent and peaceful ruler his liege, Lord Edarion of White Harbor, is. So I feel a new appreciation for him. Interesting, to say the least. I don't know exactly what's going to happen when that kid grows up, but it'll be interesting nonetheless. So here I am, just trying to figure out exactly how to prepare myself best for whenever the eventual rise of Daenerys Targaryen happens, the eventual invasion of the North, so to speak. And it makes me wonder if I shouldn't be doing more to prepare. And she is widowed. I don't know if I'll get a notification when she becomes not widowed, when she gets over it. But I think when it comes down to it, I really need to be prepared for that, because I can offer her a marriage proposal and have a non-aggression pact, and we can just go through. She's not going to have any more kids, and Doran's not going to tame any dragons. The other alternative, something that I thought that may actually be worth looking into, is to look for the wild dragons. Look, there's 3. 2 are located on Dragonstone, and 1, Viserion, is in Karth. He's wroth and ravenous. Wow. So I don't have a very good shot of taming him. What about Rhaegal? Playful. Taming chance is higher, but the dual skill estimate is down. Wroth, the taming chance is... So basically the taming chance balances out on that one. And then there's Garly, who is also wroth, but is a young dragon. And he's in the court down there. So I wonder if there was more information about... I mean, we're authoritative, so that gives us a boost. We're also brave, so that gives us a boost. I think that's it. Diligent probably gives a boost as well. We may have a shot. We may have a shot at this. And I don't know for sure exactly what's going to come of it, but we may have a shot at taming a dragon, guys. I don't know. We'll have to look. We'll have to look and see. I mean, it's definitely, when it comes down to it, if Daenerys starts attacking the North, it may be in our best interest to at least pursue. But in terms of army size, we actually are doing okay, comparatively. The only wild card is the dragon, because she is a dragon rider, and she does ride Drogon, who is strong, wroth, and crazed. So I really don't think we're going to have a good opportunity to, win in a battle against him. You know what I mean? In a Dance of Dragons, his dual skill estimate's going to be really good for a dragon. But I think if we have the ability to combat him, it may be better. So Anyways, I digress. That was just a wild tangent that I thought maybe we'd have a chance of doing to kind of help our situation out. Well, it didn't take long. Queen Daenerys Stormborn has declared Queen Daenerys' conquest of the Reach on King Willis the Prudent. So she's at least smart enough to go for the Reach first. I think that makes a difference. I think if we... Oh, look, he has a son now. The son is quick. Let's arrange a betrothal with one of our daughters. Let's see. Arya or Sansa, it really doesn't matter. Look, they'll accept it. Fantastic. Good. So that'll result in at least a non-aggression pact, and maybe we can sign... Look, he... Oh my gosh. Wow. He surrendered to her. He bent the knee. Oh man. So naturally they've gone ahead and accepted the proposal. I don't think that was ever in any doubt. Looks like we can marry Ravella Rivers to Rickon. So that's good. She'll come to our court. We need to see if we can go ahead and form an alliance. No. Oh, but it looks like maybe... Good God, why does he want such a big gift? Wow. Okay, we can give him the history of the Rhoynish Wars to increase his opinion of us by 10. I don't know if that will be enough to push him over the edge. Because we need basically two more to balance out, 3 to overcome it. It's not going to help. Good night. If we had just done that just a little bit sooner, if I had seen what was up there, if I had seen that that he had a son, and I could have offered that ahead of time, like even just a matter of a couple of days, I think he would have accepted, no problem. I think it would have gone through without any issue. But it's because of all of that. It's because of that issue right there that, yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, Danny, it looks like we may be about to meet her in battle. But the other side of this is we also have the claim that we can begin to declare for the Vale. I believe. If we give it like a day. If we give it like a day. Yeah, accept. There we go. So there she is. Declare war. Oh, come on now. Let's see. Wow, we don't have it. Yeah. It's the Mega War, man. It's the Mega War. Okay, so now that she's gone back, we still have more men than she does. Just barely. We barely have an edge on the man front. But we also, and maybe once Crocklaw Point comes into play, she'll actually outnumber us, but it's the dragons, man. It's the dragons. I don't know exactly how to handle that, because without a dragon, I don't think we can combat a dragon. The goal, obviously, whenever you have dragon riders, is to finish the war as quickly as possible. Like, that just goes without saying. The other side of this is just to bend the knee. I mean, is Robb the king who knelt? Will he be the king who knelt? I think, you know, when it comes down to it, Robb's whole point in declaring independence was pressure from his vassals to fight against Joffrey, you know? and in response to everything that happened with his father, pushed him in that direction. I don't think it was ever, you know, truly about being just independent once again, although I'm sure that was part of it. You know, I'm sure that had a big influence on the decision. Just don't think it was necessarily the reason. It does make you wonder, do we have, you know, an opportunity here to just bend the knee and gain power before we begin to overthrow Dany whenever she dies? I don't really know what the answer is. I guess I'll have to see what my response is whenever she finally does declare war. Yep. I think that's going to have to be the method that we go with. Oh yeah, another layer to all of this. Your Grace, I've been instructing young Eddard in the ways of the sword and lance as requested. I am pleased to say he appears to be a natural. His martial prowess has improved greatly over the recent weeks. Your humble master of arms, Lord Howland of the Neck, our formidable fighter, master of arms, if I may remind you. Eddard shall make a fine warrior. He is already a skilled fighter at the age of 11, which is fantastic. We can't force train him anymore, even though we have the ability to, but he's far ahead of us in terms of fighting ability. His education or his learning is not that great right now. What's Robb's learning? Not that great. Okay, so maybe we need to think about reassigning him a new guardian, because it makes more sense for us to be able to have a, you know, brilliant commander, so to speak. And in order to do that, he at least has to have over 10. I think even to have a shot at it, he has to have over 10 learning. And I think to guarantee it, he has to have like 15. I don't know if there's any way we're going to get there. But who do we have as guardians? Let's see. For base learning, Varys is obviously the choice. And Varys at least likes us. We can do that for a little bit. I don't know that we would want to do that for the long term, because I don't know that I want to give Varys complete control over our, like, his traits, that his childhood traits become. But maybe that will give him a little bit of a chance to, you know, grow his base stats for under somebody that's, you know, fantastic. And we have until November 27th before he turns 12, and that begins to change over. All those childhood traits begin to change into adult traits. So we have an opportunity there. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with it. I wish Dany had a child that we could arrange. We don't. She doesn't either. She's taken no lovers. She's widowed still. Wow. We can't press the girl's claim for the veil yet. I don't know why. It's a weak claim, I understand that. It can be inherited, though. Where is she in the line of inheritance? Because that may be easier. Let's see. Let's look at the Kingdom of the Vale. Oh, she's way down, obviously. Huh. Well, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to have to do with that. But that is on the horizon. If we can claim the Vale, we actually take a good amount of men away from her, I think. I mean, it's a good chunk, but if you think about it in a twofold swing, like, it takes the men away from her, but it also gives us the men. You know, it doubles up in terms of impact. So, I don't know. I don't know exactly what I want to do with that. If we could claim it right now, I'd do it. I know we have the Iron Isles as a ally. Oh, wow, look. My liege, I write to you with good news. I have successfully sabotaged King's Landing, causing considerable disruption. Your humble spymaster, Varys. Good. Good. Considerable disruption. I wonder what that means. Incited wow. Local revolt risk plus 10%. A spy has incited unrest in this county. Okay, so let's actually pull Varys away from there, from doing that, and instead have him build a spy network down there and see if we can't plot to... Yeah, it doesn't give us that big of an increase in terms of plot to kill Dany, and I don't think we would do that anyways. That's not the honorable and just thing to do, like Robb would do. And I mean, obviously Robb is just, and he's honorable. I don't think he would take the dishonorable route. I'm surprised we didn't lose honorable whenever we had that whole thing happen with Sansa, but I digress. So let us begin to take a look at how to deal with this Dany situation. If we can manage to survive this, I'm going to be super surprised. And here's the decision. What quality of education would you like to purchase for your son, Prince Eddard Stark? I will spend idly to get Prince Eddard the best equipment possible. Well, that's actually not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. I was anticipating it would be over 100. Well, that's kind of the obvious choice, because we do want to boost his learning. I mean, that's the goal. We want to boost his learning. Oh, it'll be 10. Fantastic. Wow, he already jumped up a little bit from him being under Varys for that little amount of time. That's fantastic. Okay, so I will spend highly to boost his education. We'll put him back under us. Assign Guardian. Under King Robb. Varys' opinion of us is going to go down a little bit, but that's okay. So he's actually an idolizer, which inhibits his ability to have a martial education. I did not know that. But still, I think we're going to go with that route because the other two traits are okay. He's already a skilled fighter. I want him to have a good martial stat at the end. And his learning is going to be boosted quite a bit from that exceptional education. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll push forward. There we go. So she's conquering Blueburn now, which it looks like became independent of the Reach early on. At least fairly early on, I would say. Now may be our chance. Goldtown's all the way over there. Eastweald is right there. Stone Keep is there for Dennis, or for Daemon Darkholme. But we still don't have the ability to do that for... Yeah. So, operating independently, I wonder if those quote-unquote political concerns are still present. They are. Okay. So the Reach still won't parlay with us. We're going to have to be really, really careful going forward. I think when it comes down to it, our biggest issue is going to be finding the right group to accomplish the goals that we have, which would be to stay independent at this point. There's no point in us going back and being, you know, a vassal of the Iron Throne, I don't think. I still haven't really decided. Wow, okay, so here's something really interesting. High Septon has granted the request by Queen Daenerys Stormborn to excommunicate Lord Paramount Willis the Prudent. So the High Septon, number 26, or 16, has granted this request to excommunicate. Wow. That like shatters his diplomacy, although he still has ridiculously high diplomacy. Good lord, base of 11. Will you form an alliance now? No. Political concerns are still too great for him, in spite of the fact that we have him betrothed to our daughter. We assign a guardian, maybe? King Robb? She won't be a hostage. I promise. I promise she won't be. I don't know, man. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do about this. You would think that he would be really, really, really upset about this. Am I able to see factions in other... Nope. We do have a good amount of Crown Loyalists, though. That helps. I wish I could see what factions were going on in the Iron Throne, because I think that will ultimately determine what ends up happening. I'm surprised Blueburn has not surrendered. Conquest of the Isle of Toads. Really now? Why? Why? Why would she do that? The dude's a cannibal. I guess they do that down there. It just makes you wonder, like, why would she go about doing things that way? It really doesn't make any sense. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't make any sense for that to happen. Like, why would she declare war all the way down there? It's not like she has the White Walkers to worry about. Like, that would be the only reason I'd go that far south. And I'd probably go, like, all the way to, like, right here, to Hawaii. I mean, the Manticore Isles. If I was really going to go about things that way, I would get... That's as far away, I think, as you can get from them. But, yeah. I don't know. This game sometimes... I guess maybe they're an easy target for the AI. I don't know. I really don't know. Well, she did it. She took Blueburn. Not that we ever doubted that would happen. But it does make you wonder what her next move will be. Will she move to the north? I don't know. She had like a 20,000 doom stack right there. She's still sending men down there to the Frog Isle. Uh-oh. Lord Howland the Warrior had died from too much drinking at the age of 53. Lord Jojen of the Neck has inherited his titles. Jojen, prolific in terms of his ability to breed. Wow. Although his daughter, his firstborn daughter, has the weak trait that he had. His son does not. Howland does not. So his heir is actually set up to be a pretty good fighter. Although he's slothful, that kind of nerfs everything. I'll have to see what happens with that. We do need a new Chief General, though. Best option in terms of martial ability is Morgan Little. Hostin Trent is a better fighter, though, although Oliver Frey has the same level of fighting ability. Robin Ryger has strong and trained fighter. Let's throw Morgan Little a bone. He's been a faithful vassal for quite a while. We'll throw him a bone. He can be our master of arms for a little bit. And you can train the children, even though you're not going to be able to do anything for my son. Directly, anyways. Let's see if we can find any formidable fighters. There are Christopher, Courtier, and Hobreth. He's a skilled commander, a formidable fighter, and organizer. Wow. You want to come to court, bud? You do. Fantastic. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Who wouldn't want to come to the court of the High King, or of the King in the North, or whatever? Alright, so we have 2 commander positions open. I think one of them opened up for Morgan Little, as well as Howland Reed, so we'll just fill those really quick. Master of the Hunt needs to be allocated to... Oh, let's see. Who doesn't like me? Let's do Oswin Stain. It's in the 30s, which isn't terrible, but... I mean, why wouldn't we want to go ahead and improve that opinion? So, all of that looks good to me. Let's wait for this guy to come in. Young Eddard seems to be quick to praise the deeds of others around him while neglecting his needs and wants. So he has a chance to become kind or craven. I guess he has a chance to become craven anyways, doesn't he? See, why didn't it say that it's a possibility that it could turn into Craven? I wouldn't have been as excited about it. Yeah, see, look, he's a Craven now. That sucks. Who would have even thought that that was a possibility? Okay, Christopher. You are going to become our Master of Arms. I just did that, I guess, to piss Morgan Little off for a little while. But yeah. It really does make you wonder, like, that trait didn't say that it had that effect, or that was a possibility, and yet it was. Kind or Craven. Kind would have been better, but neither one of those were good options. And here we are with Craven. So even if we wanted to, our chances of hatching a dragon with our son, even if we were to go tame a dragon, our chances of hatching one and probably even maintaining that throughout the line are ruined because of Craven. Makes you wonder, man. It makes you wonder. So the Isle of Toads is a vassal of the Iron Throne now for some reason. Because, you know, that makes sense.